That's Sho WATANABE. Marcel HUG, the championship record holder, goes in this opening heat. Julien CASOLI of France, he's already raced here in the 800 metres, also in the 1500 metres. Jorge MADERA of Spain, 13th in the 1500. He was 12th in this event back in 2015. Sho WATANABE of Japan, he's competed here over the 800 and 1500 metres without any success, as has Alexandre DUPONT, who was a semi-finalist back in 2013. Alhassane of the United Arab Emirates, disappointment for him so far, 17th in the 800, worse off in the 1500. Well, BALDE, bronze in the 2016 European Championships, the German, and the great Marcel HUG will go from lane 2. Gold in the 800 and 1500 metres already here. He's now looking as the championship record holder to add 5,000 metres T54 title to his bag of medals. The first 3 will go through, and then the 4 fastest losers who will qualify for the final. Men's 5,000 metres T54. So CASOLI, MADERA, WATANABE, DUPONT, Alhassane, BALDE and HUG. 12.5 laps of the track. Marcel HUG will go out as the favourite. But it's a very, very tactical race, this one. And it can change at any time. That's BALDE who leads them out. At the front there, the German. Bronze in the European Championships. You can see Marcel HUG there just sitting in 3rd position at present. Not too much pace on. It will take a little bit of time. We're looking around the 10.5 minute mark in this race. So they're not going to expend the energy straight up. But they do move out a little bit quicker now as they come round going through the opening 400 metres.
It would be the case even in the final, really. The classic 12.5 laps to the 5,000 metres. And they'll be racing the final tomorrow night in the closing session. But very good crowds here for this Saturday morning session here at Estimate. Pushing up into the high 4 figures, maybe 7,000-8,000 here already. We've had 40,000, up to 40,000 here at various sessions. First 4 nights. And even though the numbers dropped midweek, we were still looking numbers going as low as 8,000, which still outstrips anything we've ever seen at any session of a World Paralympics Championships previously. There's no Jake Lappin in this, by the way, for Australia. He does not start. He took ill during the Rio Paralympic Games, bowed out in the opening round of his various events, but improved a bit here. He was 10th in the 1,500 metres from Melbourne. HUG, such a fabulous athlete, now a 9-time world champion. The big duck, really, though, being broken in Rio when he took 2 Paralympic golds. 800 metres and the marathon. A very, very tight marathon with Kurt Fearnley tipped in that. It's a little bit of a movement coming from Sho WATANABE of Japan. 10 laps to go in this 5,000 metres opening heat. Remember, it's the first 3 who will go through. Alexandre DUPONT of Canada taking up 2nd place at the moment. BALDE is very well positioned as well right now for Germany. But each being allowed their turn at the front for maybe half a lap or a full lap before they slide back into the pack. Just all about jostling at the moment.
Alhassane leads at present, the United Arab Emirates athlete. DUPONT there now moving through into your 1st position. Alhassane just makes way. WATANABE in 2nd position. Will move up there. Alhassane in 3rd as BALDE is just on his inside wheel. So as they move around into the back straight, the pace is starting to move up. At the very back of the field, Marcel HUG but he won't be at the back of the field for a very long time. Only around 10 or 12 metres separating all the athletes. 7 in this race. They'll come around with 9 laps remaining. Marcel HUG doing it quite easily at the back there, just weighing up his options. As Watanabe of Japan now moves through into the lead. So Sho Watanabe. Many of the athletes have competed over this 800 and 1500 metres at these events already. The 5,000 metres, very tactical indeed. The first 3 who go through. So you want to be in that first 3. You don't want to be having to wait to be one of those fastest losers. Watanabe in first place, Alhassane in second, BALDE in third, and it's France's Julien CASOLI in fourth place. And just getting dropped off the back there slightly is Alexandre DUPONT of Canada, so he want to make sure he doesn't lose touch with the pack in front.
7 laps to go in this men's 5,000 metres T54. First round heat, managing to get at the back is DuPont for Canada. We've seen quite a bit from him and his wife Alana during the week also at this World Championships. Haman in second place for South Africa. In the javelin, 50.48 in the opening round. Was a championship record, but that's shy of 50 metres. Sire surpassing that for Australia, 51.05. Doroshenko is still third with that 49.63. And Lukumi Villegas of Colombia is still fourth, 47.88. Haman falling short of the 50-metre line. .48.32. Lost his championship record. He's lost the lead as well to this man, Jaden Sawyer. You'll see the wheelchair competitors passing through. No major change in that, but a major change in this, thanks to Sawyer's brilliant 51.05 in round 3. That new Australian, Oceanic, and championship record. Sawyer leading by just over half a metre. We've only had 2 throws over 50 so far. One from Sawyer, one from Haman. And that one will fall short too. But he won't break the plane in order to raise the red flag. It will count, but Sawyer Chan might just be wearing Haman down here.
Yeah, with only 1 throw to go for these 2 boys, it's going to be interesting to see what they pull out in the last round, but it's going to have to be a big one from the South African.
45.82 from Sawyer. He is our leader. Burioglu, the first into the high jump for Turkey. His third and final attempt at 1.80 meters. And he's out. So lifetime best at the previous height of 175. But the main contenders, Suzuki, Broom Edwards and Lepiato, will be coming in shortly. This T54. And all he can hope is that the others go in too high. That is his only chance of a medal, but still a lifetime best all the same of 175.
We're just under 4 laps remaining in the men's 5,000 metres T54. First heat, Marcel HUG has moved out in front. Jorge Madeira there led for about 2 laps. He's now dropped back in that group of 6 and way off the pace. Much further back, just crossing the line now to come around for 4 laps remaining. Alexandre DuPont, who's out of this race. Marcel HUG in third position. Out in front, it's Sho Watanabe of Japan and BALDE of Germany in there as well. Tightly grouped. Only the first 3 that go through. Next 4 fastest will qualify. Watanabe leads them down where they'll have 1,200 metres remaining in the first heat of this 5,000 metres T54. No one really wants to take up the lead. Watanabe moves out. It's BALDE who's going to have to go across there. Directly behind him, it's Marcel HUG and Julien, who's done a pretty good race so far, is in the inside lane. So BALDE now takes up the lead. Marcel HUG moving up, getting himself into a reasonable position. As Watanabe then drops back, and Jorge Madeira looks to make a move around the outside, the Spaniard. He's gone 3-4 lanes wide. He's moving up now with BALDE. 4,000 metres gone into the final kilometre. So the Spaniard Jorge Madeira in second position, moving around into first, just ahead of the wheel of BALDE of Germany. Marcel HUG, you can't miss him, can you, in that silver helmet there on the left of your screen. Just biding his time, getting himself into a good position. It's Madeira of Spain who leads, sixth in the European Championships last year. Knows he needs to get into those top three positions to automatically qualify for tomorrow night's final. So Madeira, HUG and BALDE are currently in the top three.
600 metres to go in this 5,000 T54 semi-final. Madeira leading them out for Spain. 8th in the Rio Marathon, his best global result. A race though is won by Marcel HUG, who's right alongside. BALDE tucked inside in third. Alongside him, a little bit of movement from Alhassane from the United Arab Emirates in his first major championship. But the bell is coming. HUG hits the front with Madeira alongside. Now you'll see the acceleration surely. HUG moving up at the right time. CASOLI and locked to the back, the Frenchman. And did he put too much effort in early on, or is there still something to come? Watanabe also putting a lot in early on. He's at the back in fifth place. DUPONT's been burnt off. It's HUG who leads. It's Alhassane in second place. And moving on the outside, coming now from Sho WATANABE, who's going from last to first. That's the attempt. So top three who go through. 200 to go. And CASOLI, look at the way he's accelerated on the outside. So much jostling. The three automatic places. But Marcel HUG, he's been here so many times. Such experience of him. Watanabe moving up. BALDE, CASOLI. It's HUG who'll take it. Then BALDE, Watanabe, CASOLI. The 1, 2, 3, 4. And the rest will have to wait. Alhassane in fifth place. And burnt out in sixth was Madeira. DUPONT finding himself 3/4 of a lap behind. But Marcel HUG gets the win. 11:07.28. And that's experience being used to the fore. BALDE making his way through also. Timing was very, very good, you have to say, from Marcel HUG. HUG, BALDE, Watanabe are the three to go through. And CASOLI in fourth is going to have to hold on, but Marcel HUG, Chad, timing it well again.
Yeah, look, Will, I don't think Marcel HUG was ever in doubt on that one. He came through very, very nicely. That whole race, he sat in a good position on somebody else's wheel, just conserving energy, and came up with the win nicely.
Moved himself up well, then Marcel HUG. BALDE coming through on the inside. And Watanabe putting good legwork in as well on BALDE's outside. CASOLI, well, it was a very, very slow heat. 11:07.28. Almost a minute outside HUG's championship record in Lyon from 4 years ago. But HUG, BALDE, Watanabe, the three to qualify.